All right, so in the last video, I've talked about, an error that's related to submitting the applications right here. If you look at the users, for example, if you remember that I actually set the value for the CV by default to be no CV once the user create his own account on our own web app. All right, and later he can change it to, like, he can update his CV like this. All right, so if we go right over here, and if we try to log in with this guy right here, let's just log in with the email and password. No big deal. So if we go and try to apply to any one of those jobs, click apply now, for example. All right, so it says you applied this job successfully, and if we go to the applications right here table, you can see that the CV is no CV right here. So he's not actually sending his own CV. So we should actually allow him, or we should force him actually to go ahead and update his CV, because we want him to send a real CV, not just some text that we set up as a default value. All right, so we need to check for the CV of this guy before he even goes ahead and submits his own application right here. All right, so this is pretty simple to take care of. If you just go tab, and if you go to HTTP, and if you go to controllers, if you go to jobs right here, and if you go to job controller, if you try to go ahead Control F, and if you just go job apply, you're gonna go ahead to this function right here. And if you look right over here, you can see that we actually wrote the logic, in some video in the past. So if I go right here and go request CV, no CV, if there is no CV of this guy, or if the request that's coming from the CV input, which is actually hidden, if this value came in, we're going to go ahead and redirect him back to a single page right here with this message right over here. All right, so upload your CV first in the job, upload your CV first in the profile page. All right, so yeah, if we look right over here, apply, else we're gonna go ahead, if this guy now has a CV, we're gonna go ahead and actually allow him to apply for this job, and the logic will go on. So this logic is not actually working. So instead of this, I'm just gonna go ahead and check from the session. So I'm just gonna go user right here, and instead of using the request, and I'm gonna go and grab the CV. So you just save this. Let's now just go ahead and try to delete this record right here. All right, so let's refresh this. All right, so now he can apply for this job once more. If we click apply now, so as you can see, upload your CV first in the profile page right here. So he cannot apply. So the message is being triggered right over here. And if we look right over here, you can see that this guy did not apply for the job. There is no new record right here, and he can still click this button, which is apply now. So he did not even apply for this job. So if we just go right here, and if we go upload CV, and if we try to pick up like any kind of CV right here, so if we just go to the desktop, and if we pick up like resume.pdf, for example, and if we click update right here, all right, so CV updated successfully. So great. If we simply click on this, we will access our own CV. Let's now go ahead and try, to apply for any one of those jobs. If we go ahead to the users, and if we go right over here, you can see here it is, the CV of this guy. Let's now go ahead and click apply now. All right, so as you can see, applied for this job successfully. So if we go back to the applications, you're gonna see that this guy applied for this job. So here is the job image, and here is the company, and here is simply the CV, which is resume.pdf, which is fine, great actually. So yeah, if we simply just go to the public, to access the CVs to see if the CV is uploaded or not, we go to CVs. As you can see, we can see the resume.pdf right here. So yeah, the validation is working perfectly actually, which is awesome. And if we go to applications, you're gonna see that we have this job right here, you know, that this guy applied for or applied to. So yeah, this will be all, and I will see you in the next video.